this week is going to be called My Dog Ned. Here's Ned. To read this story, there are some sounds we need to know. So if you bring the camera a bit closer, please. Okay, so let's go through these sounds. Our first one, make sure you say them with me. Our first sound says ugh. And remember these ones say the same sound because they're in the same column. Ugh. S, z. So sometimes even our s can make a z sound, even though most of the time it does say s. Sh, th, unk, ch, y, x, w, t, qu, p, j, h, g, d, k, and b. There are some extra sounds, these ones, that we need to practice for this story. So the first one, have a look what column it is. Have a look what column it's in. This sound says f. Your turn. The next one we need to practice is ugh. Let's do my turn, your turn. Ugh. Ugh. This one here. Shh. Shh. The. And this one we know is in the kit column. This one says ke. We have some words that we need to practice before we can read the story as well. So let's have a look at this word. Are there any special friends? So we can just Fred talk. Ned. Vet. Have a look at this one. There's a special friend there. The special friend says sniff. Hopefully you're joining in with me. The special friend says ke. Ke. Lick. Wag. Bit. Has. Oops. I got two stuck together, that's why I couldn't get it. This one has a capital letter because this one is someone's name. Ben. Let's see that one that was stuck to the back of Ben. Here it is. Yap. Rub. There's a special friend here. Sh. Crash. This one has a capital letter as well because it's someone's name. Ned. Vet. And this is the word we started on. So in a moment you are going to see some speedy words. You can say the speedy words as soon as you see them. This. Sit. Will. This. Will. Dog. Got. Leg. Is. His. Up. Leg. Must have been the last one. We're going to do some red tricky words now. So in a moment you'll see the words. You might want to press pause, have a think about what some of them say, and then we'll go through them together. So the first one's the, of, he, my, said, there's my again, put, your, I, your again, no, and said. We're going to have a go at reading our story. I just want you to do the best you can, and then when you've finished, I'll read it to you to help you on any tricky words. You're going to need to pause the video to give you time to read each page. Before we start looking at the pages, I'm going to just tell you what the story is about. So here's our story. My dog Ned. When Ben reached his 6th birthday, his mother gave him a scruffy, shaggy dog called Ned. Ned loved Ben, and Ben loved Ned. Ned followed Ben everywhere. He crept into Ben's bed at night just to be close to him. One day, when they were walking to the shops, Ben noticed that Ned was limping. He couldn't put his front paw on the ground without whimpering. Wonder what whimpering means. You have a think? Maybe tell the person next to you what whimpering means. Whimpering means if you're sore, you might make a little sound, almost like a cry. That's what whimpering means. Ben picked him up and carried him all the way home. "Mum," he called out, "Ned's hurt his leg." Mum looked very closely at Ned's leg. "I think it's just a scratch, but let's take him to the vet to check he's okay." Ned barked. "Yap, yap," he said very sadly. The vet saw them straight away, and she told Ben not to worry. "Dogs often hurt themselves on sharp objects," she said. Ned was very well behaved, and when the vet said sit, he sat very still, holding up his poorly leg. The vet looked closely at Ned's paw and rubbed a bit of strong-smelling ointment that made Ned sniff and sneeze. So just have a think, and then you can tell the person next to you, what do you think happened next? Once you've had a bit of a think, we're going to go on to the next page and start the story. So remember to press pause to give yourself time to read. Stop recording. Great job reading that. I'm going to read it now to help you out with any tricky words you were stuck on. So our story was called My Dog Ned. And I actually forgot to practice these sounds at the front. I'm not sure if you can see. Let's do them together now. A, E, I, O, A. Hopefully you got those ones. We're pretty good at our sounds. Okay, my dog Ned. Here's our, this word is a tricky one. It says the, special friend the. The is this. This is Ben. This is Ned. Ned is Ben's dog. Ned has a bad leg. Yap yap. This is the vet. My dog has got a bad leg, said Ben. Well done if you got this word. This one's a tricky one. Said. Sit, Ned, said the vet. Ned sat. I will rub a bit of this on his leg, said the vet. Rub, rub, sniff, sniff. Get up, Ned, said the vet. Ned got up. Crash, crash, crash. Sit, Ned, said the vet. Sit. Wag, wag, lick, lick. Good job. And there are some questions about this story. So the first question is, the first question was, why was Ben sad? I wonder, you might be able to tell someone next to you. Next one, what did Ben say to the vet? What did the vet say to Ned? What did the vet rub on Ned's leg? How do we know Ned is better? And what did Ned do to the vet at the end of the story? Let's have a look if you don't remember. Ned gave the vet a big lick to say thank you. We're going to hold a sentence in our heads now. So my turn, your turn. The sentence is, my dog has a bad leg. 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 And you're going to get your green Get Writing book out now, and you can write that on the first hold a sentence. I'll give you a little bit of time. You can pause the video. And this is what your sentence should look like. My dog has a bad leg. Well done if you remember to put a capital M at the start of the sentence and a full stop at the end. Underneath where you wrote your story in your green book, there will be 4 little things to check. One of them's probably a capital letter and a full stop, but you can give those a tick if yours looks like mine. My dog has a bad leg. Next we're going to practice some handwriting. So I'm not sure which letters we were supposed to do today, so I'm just going to choose 2. Let's do an E for egg, because I think E for egg is the trickiest one to do. So when we have our egg cup, and then we have kind of a spoon coming in, and there's the egg there. Spoon's gone right through the middle of the egg. Okay, so we lift up the top with the spoon and scoop out the egg. Lift up the top, scoop out the egg. Lift up the top, scoop out the egg. You can practice some E's on a piece of paper now. And if you'd like to take a photo and put them on Seesaw, you can. And if you haven't already taken a break, it's a good chance now to take a break, and you can come back and do the rest of the video tomorrow. We're going to go through our speedy green words again. So this, sit, will, this, will, dog, got, leg, is, his, up, leg. That must have been the last one. So we're going on to our red words. When you see them, you can press pause to give yourself time to practice, and then we'll go through together again. So the first word was the, of, he, my, said, my, put, your, I, your, no, and said. We're going to have another go at our story. Make sure you press pause to give yourself enough time. Okay, so we're going to do another hold a sentence. This is the page we are going to write our sentence on. Our sentence this time says, I will rub in a bit of this. 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 I will rub in a bit of in a bit of this. I will rub in a bit of this. So you can do your sentence on your pages now. Oops, wrong page. There you go. You can rub in your write in your page here, and then you can see what mine looks like. Hopefully you've had time to pause yours now and have a go at your writing. Mine's going to start with a capital letter I. Will. What it rub. Rub in a bit. My camera lady's sick. You can hear her trying not to cough. A bit of my X still there. This. So well done if yours look like that. You can have a go. I mean, you can give yours a tick if yours look the same as mine. Our next job. Okay, so now we are going to have a go at building a sentence. So here's Ned with his sore leg. We could say, my leg hurts. My leg hurts. But we are going to have a go at making that sentence more interesting. So instead of saying hurts, we could say, my leg feels... You think of a word we can put next. My leg feels sore. My leg feels achy. My leg feels painful. The word I'm going to choose is painful. My leg feels painful. I can also add another word in to make it even more interesting. My leg feels itchy and painful. There. My leg feels itchy and painful. You have a go at saying your sentence. It could have lots of interesting words. My leg feels... Good job. So we're going to make it even more interesting by explaining how it happened. My leg feels itchy and painful. I jumped over the wall. What do you think Ned done to hurt his leg? Add it into your sentence now. My leg feels itchy and painful. I stood on something spiky. I got bitten by another dog. I got it trapped in the door. So have a go saying your interesting sentence now. You don't have to write it down. You might even want to tell me what your sentence is on Seesaw. My sentence is, my leg feels itchy and painful because I jumped over a wall. Very good. Now we are going to have a go at handwriting. So this letter we're going to do is at. Our at goes around the apple and down the leaf. We always start over this side with our ats. Around the apple and down the leaf. You can have a go at doing some of those on a piece of paper. And when you have finished your ats, if you haven't already taken a break today, it's a good time to stop and take a break. What we're going to do next is, we've actually already done that activity. We're going to have our third read of the story. So you can pause the video to give you enough time to read each page. If you open your Get Writing book now onto page number 4, you will see this sentence. This sentence is supposed to say, my dog has got a bad leg. But the person who wrote this made 4 mistakes. They missed out a capital letter M, they made 2 spelling mistakes, and they missed out a full stop. So I want you to have a think about where you think the capital letter and full stop should go and what 2 spelling mistakes there are. If you can see them already, you can fix them, and then we're going to do them together. So press pause and have a go at writing yours down. Okay, now we're going to have a go at fixing them together. So sentences always start with a capital letter. So our capital letter M is going to go at the start in my. So you can just write straight over it like that. Make it so it doesn't disappear. My. And full stops go at the end of sentence. So now we've fixed our capital letter. We've fixed our full stops. Let's find those 2 spelling mistakes. My dog has got a bad leg. So got is spelled G-O-T. This doesn't say got, does it? G-O-T. Fix that one up for me. And then leg. U-E-G. So that one should say U-E-G. Can you fix that one up in your book as well? And great job if you found all 4 mistakes. We're going to have a go now about writing about what Ned is thinking. So yesterday the sentence I came up with was, my leg feels painful and itchy because I jumped over a wall. That was my sentence. You can have your go at writing your own sentence. My leg feels something. So you're writing about what Ned is thinking in this picture. You can pause your video and then go to the next picture. So for our next picture, what do you think Ned's thinking when he goes to the vet? Maybe he's scared of the vet. Maybe he wishes Mum and Ben will take him home. You have a go at making an interesting sentence about what Ned is thinking. And then our next one. The vet's rubbing something on Ned's paw. What do you think Ned's thinking? Maybe, oh, I'm scared, get this vet away from me. Maybe, oh, maybe she's going to help me. Oh, this feels cold. I don't know. You have a go at what you think Ned is thinking. For our last one, Ned's real happy now. His leg stopped hurting. He's giving the vet a big leak on the face. What do you think Ned's thinking now? Maybe, I'm so happy, my foot's not hurting. Whatever you think. There's 3 things down the bottom you need to try and remember to do. So you need to try and remember a capital letter, finger spaces between your words, and a full stop at the end of the sentence. Just have your best go. It's okay to make mistakes, and you can Fred talk your words. If you'd like to, when you have finished, you can upload your work onto Seesaw so I can have a look. And then we have finished this story. So great job this week.